Hello again. Now that we have learnt middle zone letters, there are 13 middle zone letters. Then we have learnt upper zone letters, there are 6 upper zone letters. Now let's move on to lower zone letters or descenders. Let's see what these descenders are. Now you might have guessed the definition of descenders. Descenders are the letters that are written between line number 2, 3 and 4. Letters that are written between line number 2, 3 and 4 are known as descenders or lower zone letters. Let's see them. The letter G is a lower zone letter. J is a lower zone letter. The letter P is a lower zone letter. Q is a lower zone letter. Then the letter Y is a lower zone letter, and finally the letter Z is a lower zone letter. So we have got 6 lower zone letters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Now let's see the beginning stroke and ending stroke for each letter. The letter G. If you see, I have used only line number 2, 3 and 4 for these letters. Now this is the beginning stroke, this is the ending stroke. Let's move on to J. J for joker, J for jug. Beginning stroke, ending stroke. Then the letter P. Beginning stroke, ending stroke. Q. The beginning stroke, ending stroke. Y. The beginning stroke, ending stroke. And finally Z. The beginning stroke and ending stroke. Now there are 13 middle zone letters. Middle zone letters, 6 upper zone letters and 6 lower zone letters. That comes to 25. So we are missing on one letter. Am I right? So where is that letter? That is the letter F. F is an ascender as well as a descender. F is the only letter which is written between all the 4 lines. We use all the 4 lines in order to write the letter F. Let us see how it goes. Line number 1, 2, 3 and 4 starts. Letter F. Again, the beginning stroke all the way to line number 4. Beginning stroke, ending stroke. So if you see this letter, this is the only letter which uses all the 4 lines. We touch all the 4 lines. It starts at line number 3, goes all the way up to line number 1, and again all the way down to line number 4, and then ends at line number 3. Starting at 3, ending at 2. But in the meanwhile, it touches line number 1 and line number 4 as well. This is both upper zone as well as lower zone letter. It is an ascender as well as a descender. That makes all the 26 letters of the alphabet. This is the small letters A to Z in cursive writing. Hello young learners. In our earlier class, we have learnt about middle zone letters. Today, we are going to learn about the upper zone letters, which are also known as ascenders. Upper zone letters. Let's move ahead. Once again, I'd like to remind you, there are 4 lines in a 4-line book. You will find this is line number 1, line number 2, line number 3 and line number 4. There are 4 lines. The topmost line and the bottommost line, line number 1 and 4 are usually blue in color, and line number 2 and 3 are usually red in color. So let's move on. What are these upper zone letters or ascenders? And how many ascenders are there in the English alphabet? When it comes to ascenders are the letters which use line number 1, 2 and 3. We use 3 lines to write the ascenders. The main body of the letter is always based in between line 2 and 3, and there is a stroke which goes up to line number 1. And we have 6 ascenders in our English alphabet. Let us see them one by one. The letter B. If you can see, I am going all the way up to line number 1. The main body of the letter is in between the red lines, that is line number 2 and 3, and I am taking the letter all the way up to line number 1. Since it is going up, it is known as upper zone letter. Am I clear? Since we are writing the letter, we are taking the stroke up to line number 1. This is also known as an upper zone letter or an ascender. Now let's write the second ascender. D. H. K. సరిగ్గా రాలేదండి.